Driver Squad, what's going on? Chase Way back with another video. In today's video, we're going over the AFC West schedule, and that consists of the Chargers, the Raiders, who else? The Broncos, and lastly, I have it pulled up. Dang, what's the last team now? What's the last team? Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, and the Chiefs. That's what I was thinking of. But before we get into it, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm predicting all 8 divisional conferences, and I'm trying to make my predictions, and I'm going to bet on the NFL based off my predictions. Anything might change if any injuries pop up, or I see something, or somebody have a better team, roster wise, anything like that. But if you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. But before we get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button, be a part of Driver Squad. Now let's get into this video. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alrighty, so we got the Broncos. They will be facing the Seattle Seahawks first. Seattle gonna win. I'm gonna go Seahawks. Got my phone on the charger, so I'm gonna be looking down. So AL versus Seahawks. Game 2, they're gonna be playing Pittsburgh, and I got the Steelers beating the Broncos, I believe. Yup. So they're gonna lose to the Steelers. Week 4, they play Tampa Bay. They probably can get a W off of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm gonna put BUCC. Yeah, they can get a win off of Tampa Bay. Jets. They're gonna lose to the Jets. They play. Dang, when they? Oh, they bye week 14. After the Jets, they play the Raiders. This is gonna be a divisional game. I'm gonna say they get a W over Raiders. Raiders not all that good, so it's a 50-50. Them against the Chargers, they're gonna lose against the Chargers. After the Chargers, they play in New Orleans. They lose to the Saints. Carolina, they get a W. Panthers. That's gonna be an easy W for them. Baltimore, they're gonna lose to Baltimore. I ain't got a check for the Ravens on them. Kansas City, they're gonna lose to the Chiefs. Atlanta, they're gonna lose to Atlanta. That's gonna be too many. It's gonna be too much pressure right there. Their defense is loaded. They lose the second game against the Raiders. They're gonna end up going 1-1. Cleveland, they're gonna lose to the Browns. I ain't even got a check for that one. Week 14 by week 15, the Colts, they lose to the Colts. They lose to the Chargers again. Cincinnati, they lose to Cincinnati Bengals. And then they lose to the Chiefs again. Alrighty, let's move on. Who next? Got the Chiefs schedule. Let's see. Chiefs, they play Baltimore, and I believe I have them winning the first game. They lost the first game last year, so they got to win the first game this year. Bengals, they win to the Bengals. Well, against the Bengals. They still trying to figure out their wide receiver room. Atlanta Falcons, it's going to be a hard win against the Falcons. But he's still going to be playing Kirk Cousins around this time. Chargers, win against the Chargers. The Saints. This is going to be a sneaky one. I say they lose to the Saints. Nah, they ain't. Yeah, they lose to the Saints. Bye week. Then they play the 49ers. They gonna get this W against the 49ers. Oh, I gotta pay attention to the days too. I forgot about that. They don't really get a break. Oh, it's gonna be a W against the Raiders. Make sure I got that bye week. Okay. Raiders. Then they come back and play Tampa Bay. So they play the Bucks. W versus Buccaneers. Denver Broncos. W against Broncos. They trash. They get 5 days between Broncos. No, they get 7 days. They lose to the Bills. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Raiders again. Ooh, and they lose to the Chargers. The second one. They lose to the Browns. They get a win against the Texans. I forgot who I make sure. Yeah, they get a win against the Texans. Steelers. They win against the Steelers. Yep. And then they win against the Broncos. Alrighty, who next? Raiders. I kind of like their little printable schedule. It's pretty cool. Raiders. Alrighty. Week 1 they play Chargers. They lose to the Chargers. Ravens, they lose to the Ravens. Week 3. Panthers, they get a W against the Panthers. I don't even know why I spelled that wrong. Week 4, they play the Browns. They lose to the Browns. Broncos, they lose to the Broncos. Week 5. What's this? Week 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Browns, Broncos, Steelers. Okay. They lose to the Steelers. Rams. Ooh. Can they beat the Rams? No, they can't beat the Rams. They lose to Chiefs. They lose to Bengals. They got a bye week. Ooh, they lose to the Dolphins. They get a W against Broncos. They lose to the... No. They get a... Yeah, they lose to the Chiefs. They get a sneaky win over the Bucks. They lose to the Falcons. They get a win over Jags. They lose to the Saints. And they lose to the Chargers. Alrighty. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Oh. Alrighty, so we got the Chargers up next now in their schedule. And this is what we have left. Chargers, week 1. They have... Oh, they got some 10 a.m. games. Oh my gosh. Chargers, they got the Raiders first. They win against the Raiders. The Raiders, yeah. Week 2, Panthers, W against the Panthers. I know they losing. Ooh, let me see. Yeah, they losing against the Steelers. Oh, they got a morning game. That's crazy. After the Steelers, they play the Chiefs. They lose to the Chiefs. They get a bye week, week 5. They play the Broncos. They win against the Broncos. Week 7, Cardinals. They lose to the Cardinals. Week 8, they lose to the Saints. They get a W against the Saints. They lose to the Browns. They get a W against the Titans. They lose to the Bengals. Let's see. Lose to the Ravens. Falcons. They catch a W against the Falcons. They lose to the Chiefs. They get a W against the Bucks. They get a W against the Chargers. Broncos. Oh, they get a W against the Patriots. Raiders. And then they get a W against the Raiders. So overall, I have the Chargers going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have them being a 10 and 17. have the Raiders being a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4 and 13 team. I have the Chiefs being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Have the Broncos being a 1, 2, 3, a 3 and 14 team. So if you agree with me, let me know down below. If you disagree with me, let me know down below. And I'll see y'all in another video. Chase Way is out. Peace.